I am so excited for this video. Isn't this cool? Check this guy out. Oh, I am so happy to be back here. How's it going, folks? Mark Moody here, and welcome back to another episode of the daily vlog. And today we are out here in Catoctin Mountain State Park. I got this little itty bitty waterfall here right behind me. And this is the third time this week that I've been up here. The other two times I've been up here for work. And I'm up here right now, not for work, but for personal and for the daily vlog. And I thought this would be a perfect spot to do this because it's pretty much fall out here. Sure, some of the trees around here still look green, but for the most part, fall's happening and it looks fan-freaking-tastic. If you cannot tell, I'm really geeking out right now because fall is absolutely my favorite season in the whole wide world. And I wanted to come up here to do a little bit of filming, take a bunch of pictures, and also shoot the daily vlog. I'm gonna fall over and probably fall into this water here. It seems like a really nice place to go swimming. Check this out. There's like a little pool right down here. Big Hunting Creek, man. It's pretty cool, not gonna lie. Now today's vlog is gonna be more so kind of like a tutorial, and I'm gonna give you guys a little bit of a rundown on how to photograph waterfalls, or really just how to photograph moving water, how to capture that in motions so that you can get some of those super cool little waterfall, little long exposure, milky waterfall looking shots. I've always found those shots to be really interesting. I take great pride in trying to find locations to take those shots, and I've always really enjoyed taking those shots. So when I was out here the other day, I absolutely fell in love with this creek because there are tons of different locations like this up here. But without further ado, let's get into talking about how to take those kinds of pictures. Okay, so to take these kind of waterfall pictures, there's a few things you need to have before you're all ready to go. Number one, a camera, obviously. Number two, a lens. Really, this could be any kind of lens. You could use a wide angle lens, you could use a telephoto lens. Really, it doesn't matter. That all really comes down to whatever kind of picture you're trying to take. If you're trying to get a nice big old wide landscape, sure, get a wide angle lens. If you're trying to take a nice little portrait or a nice little tight shot of the waterfall, a telephoto lens is always great. Really, the lens kind of depends on what kind of picture you're going for. But a camera, a lens, off to a great start. Number three, probably the most important thing you're gonna need for something like this is a tripod. You're gonna need something or some kind of stability for your camera. You can probably take these pictures handheld, but you're gonna get a much finer, cleaner look if you have something to rest your camera on. The second most important thing, I think you will definitely need to take these kind of shots, especially if you're taking them in either broad daylight or on a very bright day or in very bright, high lit conditions, is an ND filter. Now what ND filters basically do is they help cut down on the amount of light that comes into your camera, the amount of light that your camera is going to pick up, which is great because for taking these shots, you don't want to be using a fast shutter speed unless that's the look that you're going for. But typically to get those nice, smooth, fluid motion shots, you're typically gonna want to use a much slower shutter speed to capture that motion. Something like less than maybe a 20th of a second, all the way down to maybe 20 or 30 seconds. An ND filter is going to help with that because it's going to help prevent your shot from becoming overexposed. And instead, it's going to help you reach that ideal exposure with using a slower shutter speed. Basically, ND filters are great for cutting down on the amount of light. They help you out with these long exposures when it's pretty bright out. So now we've got our camera, our lens, our ND filter, and our tripod. Now we can go take this picture. The other thing that I forgot to mention before going to take this picture here is that it is nice to stop down a little bit, like shooting anything between maybe like f8 and f16. It works in conjunction with your ND filter here because it helps cut down on that amount of light, allows you to leave your shutter open for a little bit longer so that you can get that nice milky smooth look of the water in your final picture. So right here we're gonna shoot this guy at about 1 second, shoot at f11, ISO 100, put a 2-second timer on to avoid a little bit of camera shake. And there you go. Oh my God, it looks so cool. So the battery in the M50 died. What a coincidence. Of course it did. But we're pretty much all done here with this area. There's lots of other places like this all along the creek that I really want to go and check out. Lots of other pictures that I want to take, lots of other video that I want to get while I'm here before I do go. So with that being said, that's pretty much it for this one. I really hope you guys enjoyed this tutorial. I hope this information was helpful for you. If you're interested in how these pictures work, if you want to go and take those pictures for yourself, now you know what you need to do. Now you know whatever gear you may need. And yeah, I hope this video was helpful. So with that being said, that's it for this video. Thank you guys so much for watching. Please like, share, and subscribe. And I'll see you guys tomorrow. But before I do go, I'm gonna leave you all with some more water B-roll. See you guys.